goes. It stops so abruptly there. All right, let's check it out now. I need the people that are on. Let me know. Hello there, dear. Let me know. Mic check, mic check. Make sure everything's running here since everything's a little bit difficult lately. I'll say hello in the chat. See if it works. Hello. Looks good. Can you hear me okay? Wait. Sounds groovy. All right. We got a couple people. Let's get this shared out there. I'm gonna share some information here, some videos that I've recorded of my township supervisor. I've been recording a lot of videos. I've got a lot, hours and hours of videos. And I've been waiting to figure out the best way to bring it out to you, the public, so that you, the public, can see the lies that have been going on in my township. So, yep, share. Get it shared everywhere. Get this going. Let's get some viewers on here because we want some participation. I'd really like some participation in this. So what this is about is lies, and more lies. That's what it's all about. I didn't get that loaded in here. Let me get that loaded in here 1 second. It's kind of fun being your own producer and the host, the everything on this. Lies video. And here, let me show you. This is what our Bedford Township supervisor said. Oh, where did that one get put now? Oh. So I've got a video here that I just put together, but now, of course, where does things get saved every time, right? Let me see here. That's good. This is giving some time for some more people to show up. This is fantastic. So everybody, share, say something in the chat, say hello, say where you're watching from, all that fun stuff. I'd like to know. I know I got people watching from all over the place at times. Oh, there it is. Found it. Here we go. Let's start off with this here.
Everything. Lie.
Wait.
Everything. Lie, and lie. With a straight face.
With a straight face. Isn't that great? So that was Joni Jones, Bedford Township Supervisor, telling us that all that she sees is lies with a straight face. And still, I don't really get the lies that are being told because all that we do is continue to catch them in lies after lie after lie after lie. So what I'm going to do in this video here is I'm going to show you some of videos that I have put together after there's some things that happened. So a little bit of some backstory on this. My township has a Facebook page, like most Facebook local municipalities have, and that Facebook page was actually started when I was there in office, and that Facebook page has always been there for everyone to be like a public forum. That's what, social media is. A lot of the places are. It's just a public forum where people get to share their opinions. So sometimes it's not a very nice place. But when it comes to municipal pages, they're required to share, or I'm sorry, they're required to not block individual voices. So I found out that I was not able to comment any longer on our Facebook page. And so I did some investigating. I asked some people that I know, can you comment? Because I thought that they just shut it off for everybody. There was several of us that continued to ask questions of our officials, and a lot of the officials don't like that. And so we so I noticed that there was no commenting available on the Facebook page, and I found, though, that all of a sudden one day I noticed there was comments from other people that were showing up on the page, but then I still could not comment myself on the page. I find that pretty disturbing. That means that my First Amendment right was being violated. Now, obviously, the First Amendment, when it was written, had the internet wasn't there yet. Though a lot of people do see those memes, those memes about the internet, the internet, you can't believe anything on the internet, by George Washington, haha. So on the Facebook page, we couldn't comment. So let me show you some of those videos here. Okay, so this is me, for example, at the time here. Okay, so this is me going to the page. You see us scrolling down. We had movies in the park going on. I could share those things. But look there's people that have commented. There's people commenting on there. And so that's what I had an issue with. So I couldn't I couldn't comment there. Now it wasn't just me that couldn't comment. I also had, hold on here. Now this is my wife. I had my wife do a little clip, and she went to Facebook here. You can see same thing for her now. She scroll down, you'll see that there's no comments available there. No comments on the page. Yeah, see that? So same thing there. Now, we also had Mr. Shots. Mr. Shots showed me the same thing. Had him went to go to the so he's going to the Bedford page, Fire Department, Charter Township page. There it is. So Mr. Shots. Yeah. Go to the page. There it is. So now he's at the page. Sorry, I didn't edit these videos, obviously. A lot of people say, oh, you edit every video. Well, I can't edit every video I have. But then you see here, Mr. Shots as well. You see he cannot share. But you can go in and see that there are people that have made comments just recently. See, there's Oh, look at there's a name we'll see here in just a second. So there we go. We had no comments available. So we were obviously blocked, right? So we were obviously blocked. There's no doubt about it, right? So obviously we were blocked from being able to speak. And so I wanted to find out why that was. Why were we blocked and other people were not blocked? Fair question, I think. For some reason, they didn't like that question. So this is where now, let me show you a couple other things here then. Now that I got this open too. So this is, I had someone that I know, I just had them, do the same thing. I had them go to Facebook to see if they could comment, right? So they did. They went to Facebook. They went to the Bedford page. And they went in here and makes a comment. So you can see, makes a comment. Comment. I had another friend. I said, hey, could you see if you can comment on the Bedford Township Facebook page? They went in here and look at, oh, comment. They could comment. Thought that was strange. Does anyone else think that's strange? Yeah. So that was alarming to me. I mean, this is a serious violation, people. We have to recognize that as a serious violation, that there are people that are being singled out, and this is for no reason. Never had I had an issue. Never have I heard of my wife ever having an issue. Never has. I don't think Mr. Schatz had an issue. I mean, he shares some things at times that some people might not like, but guess what? That's our right. It is our right to do that. 100% our right. Not just our right. Truly, I believe it's our duty to do that. It's our duty to point out things that maybe are uncomfortable for some people if it's something that holds them accountable. And so in finding this out, I had to do some investigation. So in investigations that I do now, I typically go in person because it's the best way to do it, and I do it with a video camera because that's has to be recorded. Otherwise, if we don't record it, we're never going to know the truth. And as I said, like if I would have recorded every single thing that happened when I was in office, maybe things would be different now. But I didn't know at the time that that's truly what I had to do. I was told at time, but that's what it was. Oh, Jen, what are you talking about now? Hi, Jen. How are you? So this is about my clerk and some lies, Jen. Stick around. We'll show you what investigative work of just being participating and not giving up and making sure we hold people accountable. We'll see what it looks like, because that's what that's my goal here. So I went in and I started asking some questions then. And so I put together a little video here to do the portions that show you that just the questions, because there's extra portions that just weren't needed. So what I have put together then is this little clip here. So this this goes back now some time. I'm not sure how long this is. This last several months this has gone over. And so this first one here is me going in. This starts with me going in and asking Joyce some questions. Actually, let me set this so that it doesn't. There's some settings on here. I don't want to restart. We're going to keep it right where it goes. All right, so. All right, let's put it on here. Hold on now here. Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to pause this for a second. Oh, was it not? Something else is going on here. Oh, there we go. Oh, it isn't playing. I gotcha. Technical difficulties here. One moment. Let me get this video set. And then I gotta hear it too. There. See, there's so many things to remember to get set, guys. When you do a video, it's pretty crazy. A lot of people don't recognize. I know that's why a lot of people don't do it, because it's not actually that easy to do. All right, now let's slide that over bigger there. Let's see here. Can we hear this now? Who's in charge of the Facebook page? Is that your department, or is that Joni, or who's running the Facebook page for the township? The clerk's office? Who in the clerk's office has determined that certain people are not allowed to comment on the Facebook page?
I don't think we have comments on it.
I'd like to know who is doing that. You said it's your department. Is it you, or then is it your deputy that's in charge of it? Who is in charge of it?
So multiple people can. It could be Tara can do it.
Okay, and so who has blocked my ability to have a voice
I do not know.
on the Facebook page? Can I get a timeline or something to know when I can make a comment again on the Facebook page? Because I'd like to know. I can't react or make a comment on there. Multiple people can, but other people can't.
I know.
Okay.
I'll find out.
Right now or when?
You know what? I wanna get to the bottom before I give you any answer.
Okay. Thank you. No. Hey. Okay, so that's how it started, right? So I simply walked in and I asked, who's in charge of the Facebook page? She said it was her office. I said, who has been blocking people? She claims that there was no comments actually on Facebook, but I just showed everybody that there actually had been comments. And so she's going to find out, right? So she's going to go find out for me. So during this time after I left, I gave her a week. I think I gave her 2 weeks, actually. But I know that I text messaged her. I can even show you guys the text messages here. Let's see. Oh, of course, right now then my phone wants to be stupid and not do what it's supposed to do, right? Yeah, so this was back September 14th. I had asked her, I said, did you figure out the Facebook blocking yet? I just checked, and it's not corrected. So still, on September 14th, I was not able to. My wife wasn't able to. Mr. Schatz was unable to comment. She said, Kara will be here tomorrow, and I'll check with her. Are you able to add emoji reactions? Most posts have turned off commenting, she says. So that's what they were saying then, is that I said no comments or reactions on any posts or any posts others are able to. She said, I'll touch base with Kara tomorrow. And then the next day, I said, all right, well, it was in the afternoon. Well, it was almost afternoon. I said, I still cannot comment or react. How much longer until I get released from this jailing of my voice? And I didn't get a comment back. So I went in. Now, that was on a Thursday. So I went in the following Wednesday. And I think that I'm pretty sure it was the Wednesday, and I recorded this. So I might be off on that. So don't you can't be too mad if that's so then I recorded this here.
Hey, I hadn't heard back from you as far as the Facebook stuff.
So Kara is the one that blocked you.
Okay, and
So,
why? I guess what's up with that? Like what right? Who gives someone authority to silence people on a public forum?
You know
That's
what? We're seeing what we can do to have no comments on the Facebook page, just using it as a push for information.
so. It's a place where people get to have a voice in the community and share and, have ideas and things can grow. But instead, you guys would rather stifle it because someone, but you aren't.
Use it for information purposes, to send out information. So you know when there are events, so you know when there's meetings. So it's not a bad thing.
Well, then it gives people an opportunity to ask questions for feedback instantly from you guys. I mean, this is. So what you're saying, Joyce? I just want to make sure I'm clear here. You now, because you had blocked a few people that are upset, you now are going to shut off comments for everybody in the community on the Facebook page. That's what you're going to do with it?
I'm not.
Well, that's what you said.
Messages, you can still voice. There's still messages.
No. Voice in a public forum, because it's a public forum. It's like when we come here to the public hall.
Which there's actually not messages anymore, by the way. That's a whole other thing.
That's what that is online there. And now you guys have decided to, instead of, because you chose to block your deputy there.
My deputy did not choose.
Who chose it? Tara, I can never remember which one is which.
My
But
name's Tara.
yeah.
Tara McClendon.
Ooh, Tara McClendon. Yeah. So Tara, why did you tell my wife that you were not here during the
Now here, I wish I would have gotten her eyes in the entire video. I'm trying to get better at getting my camera angle and things like that. Yeah, her eyes, it's kind of creepy sometimes when I talk to this lady. And right here, I'm going to ask her a question about something that happened at the last meeting where she asked a question to my wife. The whole point of this is to show how these people continually manipulate things. They say things back and forth. They speak out both sides of their mouths is the way to say it, right? Or they double speak. They say both sides of an argument so that they can control the narrative however they want it to be and be the ones that are always going to be right. You're never going to be able to be right with some of these people unless you record the conversations and you can show how they double speak and go back and forth. So right here, she makes a claim that my wife did, that she you just see what she says.
call?
I said I was here.
No, you did not.
Remember-
Ooh, Tara McClendon. Yeah. So Tara, why did you tell my wife that you were not here during the recall?
I said I was here.
No, you did not.
I remember what happened. She said,
No. You said I wasn't here because
thanks.
Because
We have
you-
work to do.
good.
We have an election. And so we're going to talk to all the registered voters that want to come in and get absentee ballots or anything else. So I'm going to do my work right now. But thanks for asking.
Fantastic. Yeah. So that's what it's going to be now. We're just going to block. Again, you just said that I was wrong when I said I just want clarification here because now you're saying something backwards again. So we're going to block all comments, is what you're saying, on the Facebook
We're
page.
trying to figure out how to use it just as and then this will be my last time, just to use it as an information push, so we can tell you what events are coming up, tell you what's happening.
So you're changing what it is then,
We're
is what you're
looking
saying.
into it. Nothing is definite. We're seeing
Okay.
if there's
So
something-
why would you be changing it then? What's the reason?
You know what? I don't know, Adam.
Well, there is. There's something
No,
there.
I-
What is the
I
reason that
just
you're
don't
doing
know.
that now? That's what I'm.
Because we're looking at different options. That's it.
So why did you ask whoever it was that blocked me then? What was the reason for blocking the people? Because
Ask her. She's right there.
okay, Move the last card.
Oh, there, I'd shut off my microphone. All right, so as you see there now, I got pushed off now by the clerk, and I'm told that she's not the one that did it. It's Kara. Kara now is Kara Doherty. She is the deputy of the supervisor, and she is also the building and zoning administrator. Took over Sally Shaw's position. Now, this is where now this is clipped to another day because I went down to speak to Kara that day, but her lights were on, but nobody was home. Okay, it was a lights on, nobody's home situation, which happens a lot with some of these people. But I had to come back another day. So this is another day that I'm there. Kara happened to be there. I thought, hey, all right, I'll go down there and talk to her. Now, at this point, they had changed some things, and they'd made it so that we could comment again. But just a little bit. And it was actually short-lived because now nobody at all can comment. So that's what they're doing. Nobody can comment at all now. That's where we're at. So this is me asking Kara now if, why she blocked me, my wife, and Mr. Schatz. So let's see what she has to say about that.
Hey, Kara. So why was myself, my wife, and Mr. Schatz previously blocked while others weren't blocked on posts? So that wasn't. I was told that it was you're the one that did that. So you're not the one that had the access and did that?
I answered you.
So when you go then to the source, like they say, right? So we're told, hey, go talk to that person. They're the one that did it. So I went and talked to the person nicely, asked them questions. There's more of that video. If anyone wants to see all of it, I can put all these up online. I have no problem with that. But because all I did was ask her nice questions that she did not like to answer. But right there, she says she denies it. She doesn't know. I have no idea, Adam. I don't know. No. They just continue to go back and forth. So that's what they do, is they send you back and forth. This isn't just something that they do with me. This is anyone that really questions or pushes back in any capacity. There's many people out there. And this isn't just in my community. These videos are not just for people to see what's happening in Bedford Township, because guess what? We need to be vocal locals, like our little logo says in the beginning. And that means that you need to be vocal in your local community. You need to be active in your local community. And you're going to see these things happening in your community too. Not just in my township are these things happening. That's why people call and ask me questions on how they can act and what they should do, how they can uncover or what they should FOIA or all kinds of information from all over the state of Michigan. Because these situations are the same. There's nothing new under the sun, right? All of these things are happening. They're really the same things. So Kara denies it. I then, of course, at another time, I had to come back and speak to Joyce then, because Joyce, as she said, is in charge of this department. Okay? So she's in charge of this department, and or in charge of this, her department anyways, is in charge of the Facebook, right? So now I went to the person that she said, so we need to have some accountability here. That's really what this is coming down to is, again, this is people lying, manipulating, going back and forth to me, making me go back and forth, as you see. And they do this all the time. This is a regular thing. So let's get back to it and see what Joyce has to say when I got back over there.
that I did not.
Right.
And so I really, that's all I have for that.
Right. But so this is where you guys said that.
So as you see, I asked her, hey, what's up with that? And she said, I told you already.
That Kara had done it. And so I went to Kara and I recorded her and asked her.
I did not do it.
Right,
but
I understand.
really am not going to go back and forth. I've got elections.
No, but this is your department that's in charge of it. And so this is where this is important information that I'm asking for.
And I'm telling you that I did not do it. That is the only answer I have.
But so what can?
So and I'm going to get back to the election. But thank
right.
you. Thank you.
But that's.
But I don't have another answer for you. I've given you the answer that I have, and I've said that I personally did not do it.
So this is your department though that's in charge of this, and now also the one other thing though.
What? What did she just say? Hold on.
And I said that I personally did not do it.
So this is your department though that's in charge of this, and now also the one other thing though.
It's not my department.
Oh, now it's not my department. How convenient, right? Well, it is my department. It's not my department. It's too big of a hassle, so it's not my department anymore, right? Oh. So am I getting jerked around and manipulated? What's going on here?
I thought you said I asked before
we
if
all have access
the
to
clerks, who's in charge of the very first video I have. I asked you who's in charge, what department is in charge of the Facebook page.
Okay.
And you said the clerks, and that's what we said.
That's what we have been doing. It's not statutorily my duty.
Yeah. Some questions. So.
All right. So. So now that was. So yeah, as you saw at the very end there, how the other ladies had to come up and surround me and record me again, because that's what they do. They don't want to listen. They don't want to understand that I'm asking for the truth. See, now they don't want to talk about it because this is violations, right? And now, if you notice, they don't want to give anybody a voice now. They don't want to give anybody a voice at all. And they think that is just the best way and what they should do. They think that is how they should continue, by silencing everyone's voice instead of allowing a public forum to be a public forum where ideas can grow and flourish, or people can be held accountable, right? Because in a lot of ways, that's what's been going on the Facebook page, and it should be a page for that. It should be somewhere where public residents, if they have an issue going on with one of the elected officials, employees, whoever it may be, that's a part of the township, being paid with tax dollars, those people should be absolutely held accountable at all times, and we should have a place where we can go and do that. We should be able to go and do that and make comments and share on that social platform. That's what it was. But as you saw, they want to change it. Now, I said this is about lies and manipulation because, as you see, that's what they continue to do, back and forth, back and forth. Now, I've had an issue. I've had a FOIA request that I placed. Oh, man, how long ago did I place that FOIA request? Oh, look at that. Finally, she worked late. Well, good on her. I just happened to look back at my email now, and she's going to give me a refund for $40. She's going to say it took 3 hours. Okay. But even then, it's late. All right, cool. So I got a FOIA request, which is going to be a lot of fun. We can go over that. But still, the fact of the matter is that I've been jerked around on this FOIA request. This FOIA request was originally done $11.20. So, no, it was before 11:20. No. Those complaints. Hold on now. Let me see. She's got multiple FOIAs here. Oh my goodness. All right, sorry about the delay here, guys. This just kind of threw me off for a big curveball, getting this FOIA request. But it's not actually showing me my original with them. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Interesting. Okay, so I've been waiting for a FOIA request for quite some time. They started off by giving me a delay. You can give like a week delay or something. It's like 10-day delay. After 5 days, you get 15 days. So it's like 2 weeks it'll take to get a FOIA request back. If you've ever FOIA'd, most government agencies, they do that. If it's any kind of a difficulty in any capacity, that's what they do. And they can do it for any reason whatsoever, okay? So they delayed this FOIA. And then they give me back, finally, a reply. Because I asked for it, and I mistakenly asked for it. It was 8 days after they were supposed to reply to me. And in doing so, they're in violation of the Freedom of Information Act and had to reduce the cost by, or the expected cost by 5% per day that they were late. So 40% got reduced. They were trying to charge me $300 for a FOIA request. This FOIA request was for every citation, all right, every ticket that's been written and given to residents in Bedford Township. Okay? That's what I requested. Let's see, when was that one sent for sure? I know that it's right here. Fire Department's Capital Improvements Plan. Planning Commission meeting. See, I've done a lot of FOIA requests with them guys, so they're not real happy with me. All right, so digital copy of every citation written by the compliance. This was back on October 4th, you guys. All the way back on October 4th. So October 4th, November 4th, December 4th, and then 11 more days. So 2 months and 11 days, right? since I put in this FOIA request. Yep, and so then she reduced it by $300. So I went in and I gave him $100. She now reduced it to only $60, which they were charging $20 per hour. 15 hours, $300, what they're trying to charge. So what I got now here is this video here. I've been waiting for this FOIA request. Okay. I asked Joyce at the last meeting, which I do have queued up here. So let me show you here. At the last meeting here, I asked Joyce about this. It's going to be kind of hard to hear. Let me make sure that it's up all the way.
So Joyce, where did my FOIA request go? I didn't see it in my email.
Yeah, so you can't really hear her.
So I guess what do you mean you don't have the totals for the amount that I'm billed, I guess? Okay.
So
Okay. And these are things redacted. Because again, I've still not heard or seen anywhere anything that should be redacted from a FOIA request of this kind. There's what? Birthdays and socials are on there? Okay, gotcha. Sure, that's it? Okay. Nowhere near 15 hours, right? I'm not going to pay for that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to take you guys to court if I have to get that money back. That's absurd. I hope you realize that, right? It should be an hour of time. You guys are just, it should be about 2 hours of time then, okay? Honestly, if you want to be sure, I'll do a video and scan 90 papers.
yeah, 90 is what they told me originally. Well, I was going to be 15 hours, so we'll see.
And then redact them and show you how long it takes. It's not that long. Yeah.
So there you have it. There's that. So she told me that, yeah, there were social securities and birthdays. So obviously, yeah, get those redacted. But she told me it was ready. She just needed to figure out the hours. Well, how many hours? I mean, what do you mean got to figure out the hours? Who sat down and did the work? They should have recorded how many hours they have. There's no figuring that out, right? And now this is also, mind you, remember, this is all the way back from October 4th. So they gave me a letter saying that they had 30 days, all right? 30 days from when I put down the down payment. So I paid the down payment. I paid the down payment on November 9th. I received their letter, I think email. It was like a week before, the November 4th. I went in and gave them a $100 bill to the treasurer because the clerk was not there. So I gave and have a receipt from them, and they know this. I gave the government that I'm supposed to give $100. Now, this is where it gets real tricky because our government right now, our local government, is trying to get out certain people just like they did to me because they're not part of them. They're not part of the system that is oppressing people. They're not a part of them, and so they got to remove them. If they don't remove them, then they're going to continue to be able to help expose them, okay? And so that's what they're doing with our treasurer currently. And so I gave the money to the treasurer, and they're claiming now that the treasurer didn't give the money to the clerk for like a week. It didn't get it until the 15th. Okay, and so they're telling me that because the clerk didn't get the money until the 15th, that the 30 days didn't start until the 15th, not the 9th, but the 15th. To me, that's just like, that's some infuriating stuff, because honestly, they're only going to do that because they want to get something to make our treasurer somehow look bad. That's all I can imagine what they're doing on that, okay? Which is their little game that they do. And you're going to hear a little bit more about that game because I have a call that I'm going to play for you right now. Because a call that I did yesterday to my I called my township yesterday, and I wanted to know where this was at. I wanted to know where my FOIA request was. I want this information, guys. This is a lot of very good information, and I want to help all these people that have been abused now by our our township. And so when I call in here, you'll hear her comments and what she makes. I'm frustrated. We'll just listen to this.
Thank you for calling the Charter Township of Bedford, where our motto is neighbors serving neighbors. We are open to the public Monday through Thursday.
Sorry about your ears on that. I'll turn that down a bit.
Bedford Township, how can I help you?
Is Joyce available?
No, she's not. She's trying to handle the issues at the treasurer's office. So she's really been trying to help the residents right now making tax payments.
So she's helping the residents make tax payments. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a mess. So is there something I can help you with, maybe?
Yeah, I need my FOIA request. So what I was just told there, that she's so busy because she's helping people take tax payments. That's what it sounds to me, is that she's taking payments and must be inputting payments, helping people, must be lined up, taking payments from people in some capacity. That's what she just told me, right?
Oh, did you make one by email?
Yeah, that's the one that I've been waiting on that should have been done. See, this is where now she realizes who she's talking to. A while ago now. And she said last week at the meeting that she just needed to figure out the hours on it, and then I should have received. Oh, okay. Was there a change in her tone of voice a little bit there? Oh, okay. It did. So. It,
30 days after she received her payment, or your payment, which was, I think that date is coming up pretty close, but
it's
I
definitely
can,
it's over. It's well past that date, I believe. Yes. So.
Well, evidently, she didn't get that cash until a week after you gave it to the treasurer. So it's all stamped and marked. I think the treasurer must have gotten it on the 9th, and she didn't give it to the clerk until the 15th. So you've got 30 days from the 15th, and she'll get that information right back out to you.
No. So now, this lacks all kinds of information, okay? Because again now, the reason the treasurer had the money was because the clerk wasn't in her office at the time, okay? So the 9th, was a Wednesday. So if the clerk wasn't there on that Wednesday and she decided not to show up on that Thursday, a lot of times they don't show up Monday too. So, or maybe something happened and the treasurer wasn't there then for Monday, okay? The 15th then, it's not a whole week later. It was 6 days, but they're actually only 2 days, work days in between there for them. Okay, but the way that they frame it and frame everything right now is to, of course, make the treasurer look bad. That's all they want to do. Remember that. This is a key theme. It's going to be continually heard until they stop it. But I don't think they're going to stop it. They're going to continue doing it. So 30 days
She didn't
would be...
receive the information herself.
So
She
guess
didn't
what?
get the payment from you.
Guess what? Guess what?
I don't have to guess what, so I'll let you know what.
I'm not...
I will
I'd
let
like
her
to
know you called.
finish. I'd like to
Have a
finish
good
my... You hear that? She doesn't have to guess what or listen to me, but she's going to tell me what. That's exactly what she just told me. Did you guys hear that? A
Take care.
statement here.
Bye-bye.
You're getting in trouble. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Because these people don't get in trouble. It's only going to get in trouble in the world of political power, of people that she's had influence over, hopefully no longer listening to these people, understanding that these people should not be listened to, that they're manipulating things so that they can continue to have their way only, not to do what they're supposed to do. Like she just said, she's just going to do it. She's going to tell me. She's just going to tell me. Okay. So now back to this video, because now this video catches up. So that was yesterday's phone call. Yesterday's phone call started off with her saying that that Joyce was so busy she could not come over to help me. She could not talk to me yesterday. So, yeah, let's see. Where do we pick up? Leave off on this here.
Hi. Some questions. So, called yesterday. Were you not in yesterday?
I'm in yesterday.
Okay.
I'm in for a week.
And so, what were you doing yesterday?
Working.
Okay.
Working.
So
I don't
were you
think
taking
have-
tax payments yesterday? Is
No,
that
I
what?
don't take tax payments.
So you weren't taking tax
I don't
payments?
take tax payments.
Okay, thank you.
My job is clerk.
Okay, but I was told she was taking tax payments. I'm so confused.
Okay.
But have there been people coming in to pay tax payments? Yes, nonstop.
Okay, that's great. I just wanted to verify that you were not
I don't take
yesterday.
tax payments.
Okay.
I'm not bonded to take tax
Okay.
payments. I'm the clerk.
Okay. Okay, good. So, and then the other question is, now last week at the meeting you said, you know, that the FOIA request was all ready to go, everything's good.
Correct.
All I needed, you just needed to know how many hours or
Correct.
something, which should have taken
And
a couple
I can't-
seconds
I-
to figure out. But yesterday, your deputy told me that, now this is where it gets interesting because you
Okay,
guys.
I'm going to give you 1 second, but because
Well, this is where I'm trying to redress a grievance right now with you and your deputy. Please, can I do that?
Sure.
All right, so it might take a minute to get out.
You notice how I always get interrupted then, and they're so disgusted and just you can't even listen to anything that I have to say, even though what I have to say is absolutely valid and absolutely she needs to listen to. Article 1, Section 3 of the Michigan Constitution says, "We the people have the right peaceably to assemble, to consult for the common good, to instruct our representatives, and to redress our grievances," right? And so we have to be able to do all these actions, and we cannot let them not do these actions when we are there, and we're doing it in a calm manner. This is the thing, guys. I've been doing these things so calmly majority of the time, and some of the times that I haven't is really just simply been when I've been incited or agitated by these individuals. These individuals tend to do these things, and because that's what they want. They just want to make me be the bad guy. It happens to be all women that work in this office. If it was all men in the office doing bad or doing wrong or lying or manipulating, I would do the same thing. So, there are some guys in the office there, and guess what? We're not just being quiet about those guys in the office. We're doing some work. That's what I'm waiting on this FOIA request for, you guys. The FOIA request is because there's a lot of wrong that's been going on with our blight officer and the way that they've been doing and functioning. But they wanted to get that. But yeah, so I get jerked around. And you know, told one thing, but it's not. And I'm just supposed to go with it. I'm just stuck with it, right? That's just how it is. Well, let's see what else ended up happening. Oh, come on and play.
More than a minute, so I don't want to be limited on my time to make sure that I can do this.
You may be limited because I have a job to do.
Your job right now would be to answer the public who has a grievance with your deputy who lied yesterday.
My deputy did not lie. We have been helping at the front counter when people come in to pay their taxes to explain that we are not bonded to take the taxes.
Your deputy told me that you were having to take tax payments. Is what I was told. It's not. So
see these envelopes?
So
these envelopes are so they can put their tax payments in the envelope. You know what, Adam?
So what they're saying then is just the fact that she couldn't help, or the deputy couldn't help someone put a thing in an envelope and then in the box. Like, that was so busy and so many people, she could not do that. Like, that's her reason to me. I mean, that's a bit crazy to me, I think. So a little bit crazy.
So no, it's
you're making something.
No. You guys, you all are creating a scenario to make the treasurer look bad.
No, we're not.
You all are. Your deputy, when people call in here, your deputy is making statements against the treasurer.
You know what? The treasurer is not here.
And I make a phone call, and for some reason, Mike Savio answered the phone when I called. So can I need to know how much I'm refunded from that $100 I paid? Because I know it didn't take 15 hours. That's ridiculous.
And I will refund.
That's right. And now that it's also, but also now, hold on, no, the last part of this. Yes, the last part of the problem with your deputy now is she said yesterday to me that the treasurer, that I now have to wait until the 15th is what she told me.
No,
No, let me finish. Don't interrupt me, please.
You need to go quickly, please, because I'm not going to stand for
Because I have this recorded, and if your deputy wants to make any statements before this gets published, I will give her free rein to give a statement here today on it. But she lied yesterday.
She doesn't lie. Go ahead. She does not lie. My deputy does not lie.
Okay. So then the fact is that you all then are doing stuff again to make the treasurer look bad, because her statement on the film and on, you will see, is that she made the statement that I wasn't going to get it till the 15th because the treasurer didn't get it to you until the 15th. Well, that has no bearing on the public turning in the money.
It does. It says from the time I get the money. I did not get the money.
You see this? Like, what? I mean, this is something that literally took them 3 hours to complete, but they couldn't do it for 30 days. Actually, it's been 2 months and 11 days that it's taken, and they're trying to give an excuse here because this is just mind-boggling. This is just mind-boggling to me. The only reason is because they figured I would say something about it, or that they're able to use this as another tool for them to have her look bad. This makes no sense. No sense. There's a receipt taken. If I was in a department and someone in another department took in the funds, guess what? They already knew that they had to do this. They knew I was doing this. They knew I was coming. I was not going to not pay this. Come on.
I'm the clerk. You were supposed to give the money to me, not hand.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
You guys, this is such BS semantics.
It is not.
The public turned into the office.
I am not the treasurer.
Because you weren't here that day, right? But no one said anything to the public that you weren't here on public posts and talked bad about you.
You know what? I don't even know what your end game is, Adam.
My end game is to expose the people in our township that have been lying, manipulating.
We are not lying or manipulating.
You have been.
I have not been lying or manipulating. I'm done with the conversation. Thank you.
Then why did I and others get blocked on Facebook as well? You still haven't done that. Or why did you now block the...
it all comes right back around then, because they still haven't said the truth on that. Not only have they not said the truth, but they've now doubled and tripled down and are changing things to have no comment time now. No comments online, guys. No comments whatsoever. That's the way they'd rather have it now. That's it. No comments. It's not right. I wish there was comments. We got a few people on there. I don't know who's on there. But yeah, we got to share this. We got to get people to see and understand that our local officials cannot just jerk us around. I'm sorry. It's not right. It's not fair. And that's what they do continually. I've got more of this that's been going on. And, because all that we continue to see
everything, lie, 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 and lie, with a straight face.
Lies. That's it. That's all I keep saying. Lies. And they keep doing it with a straight face. All of this started with Joni Jones being appointed, which I was okay with. Joni Jones disappointed us immediately, right away. She had a meeting that she had scheduled already before she got into office. But that meeting was about water infrastructure. This meeting was brought to the township by CEI, all right? Civil Engineering Incorporated, or whatever it is. Local group that does the water infrastructure, has been doing it for all the municipalities because they're the good old boys here locally. And so they brought this $5 million plan to the township. No bid process, no outside voices at all. Only CEI got to say what was what in this situation. When we ask a question to Joni Jones or any of the other people, what was, wells that have been dug and tested and what, CEI, they've got the info. CEI said this and CEI said this. Well, who else said this? Who else? No, we don't get to know. Because Joni Jones had a meeting that was scheduled, but then scheduled another meeting 3 days after that meeting. 3 days after that meeting. Voice is cracking dry. So 3 days after her first special meeting in office, she has another special meeting to approve a $5 million infrastructure project that's not even going to be owned by the township. That's going to be owned by the city of Battle Creek, that all residents will pay for the city of Battle Creek. Now, again, they're like, well, these people with PFAS, they need the waters. They need the waters. Yeah, they need water. I get that. I was working and doing things and I was working to understand, to make things happen, to make that happen, because it all came down when I was in office there. But they removed me from office because I was not going to be part of their good old boy system, and I did not want to just give it to everybody. Did not want to do it. And man, it's tough when you're in these positions. It really is. So people that go in there with a wrong heart, if you go into those positions and in your heart, you can say something, but if you go in with a heart that's impure, that's wanting power, actually, wanting self-aggrandizement, then you're going to become that, is what you'll get. And then if you continue to fight it, you'll end up failing, or you'll get destroyed in some way. Or if you just sell your soul to that, that's what you'll become, and that's what you do. And I've fought that. I've been there. It sucks. Because it's an evil that's hard. It goes after your ego, buffs you up. But most of these local officials, they don't grasp what it is to be a representative. Our township supervisor has said that she you don't want some people to be governing you. Well, no, I don't want anyone to govern me. I want to govern my own life. We need to govern our own lives, our own families. That turns into us then being able to govern our own communities. But we don't truly govern ourselves properly, and I haven't either. I'm 100%. So, man, just come at me and point out all the wrongs that I do. Great. That's great. I am not perfect. Never said I was perfect. But what's going on in our community needs to stop. We need to stop being ruled by political power. We need to put God first. Truly. That's what I'm talking about. We need to stop having people in positions of any sort of authority that would tell you that God cannot come first. Those are the people that need to be removed from positions of authority. Because without a foundation of God first, you're going to fail. And that's where we're at today. Because we have a whole lot of people that claim to be Christians out there that are in positions of authority in our system of government. And they use that words to get to those positions. Because it actually is how the deceiver then twists things to get people to think that they're just good people because they use those words. When their actions don't actually line up. And a lot of people attack me on here for my actions and say that I'm not very Christian. And I've been called I'm not very religious, which is great. I don't want to be religious. I don't want to be one of those religious zealots, one of those Pharisees. I don't want to be that. I simply want to show others that I have failed and that I've gotten through my hard times because of my own personal relationship with God, with Christ. That is true, because I've been in some dark times, very dark times in my life, like a lot of people have. And I didn't know how I was going to get through it. But I know that I did because I always had a little bit of hope there. That little bit of hope that God did not let get put out. My light, right? We talk about our light shining. And are we little kids that go to church? This little light of mine. I love that song now. It makes so much more sense now as I get older. Hide it under a bushel? No, I'm gonna let it shine. I want my light to shine. Is what I'd like to do, and I'd like to see others' light shine. I see too many people that should be shining bright lights that are hiding under a bushel, and it needs to stop. You need to kick off those bushels. You need to step up and just be a light. And what I mean by that is being a light, shining a light on the dark things that you see in your community. That means speaking about it. That means taking your camera and recording, or taking your audio recording device and recording a conversation with those individuals. Because without that recording, without the evidence of people doing the back and forth manipulation, we're never going to be able to show other people that, wow, they just jerk you around. They don't want to tell you the truth. I'm sorry, but we live in a sad place, and so I know it's hard for people to get involved because, man, it really sucks when you get involved at first. But I'm telling you, if more people would get involved with a pure heart, we're going to have some changes happen in ways like we've never seen before. So that's what being a vocal local is all about. So I wish you all to get out there and be a vocal local in your local community. I'm over an hour long now, hour and 15 almost. So I'm going to stop. Lots more to talk about. So I'll be doing more of these videos. I like to do these live. I do have some clips and things that I typically share. If you're watching this to the end here and you have not subscribed and all that stuff, please like, share, subscribe. That's the only way. I've been beat down by the algorithms for a long time. So like most people, I don't get a lot of traction anymore. So I need everybody out there to help out. So please do that. Yeah, I guess that's all for now. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night and a good rest going into the weekend. Looks like we in Michigan here, we're going to be getting some snow again this weekend finally. Hopefully we get some snow that will be heavy enough and stick around for the next week. It'll be good times. So have a good evening.